welcome to another video. My name is Arlisa J. You are in the recovery room where you can come on in and start to recover all. Today's video is going to help you in your current relationship or your next relationship. Have you felt in your relationships that you have loved somebody the way that they need to be loved, but they still didn't quite appreciate it? Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you why. Because maybe they did not understand the love language that you were actually providing. And today is going to give you a better understanding of how to love your partner. Because the sooner you begin to love yourself, is the sooner you can begin to understand your partner's love language. That's when you guys will go to higher heights. So let's go ahead and begin with this video. First, I'm going to tell you about the 5 love languages. I do have my handy dandy notes if you guys see me looking down, but I wanted to make sure I said everything that you guys will need for your relationship. So basically today I'm going to describe the 5 ways that people receive love and the way that they actually give love in a relationship. Now let me make this clear. Love languages can be for a relationship with a spouse or a boyfriend, girlfriend, or it can actually be for children. I'm learning today with my children that they are actually giving me different signals that I am learning what their love language is. For example, my daughter, she loves morning cuddles. She loves to be under me a lot recently. She just wants to be a magnet. And she loves to read with me, and she wants to eat with me, and she just wants to do everything with me. And I'm beginning to realize that her love language is definitely quality time. And I want to make sure that I am stroking that love language for my daughter so she doesn't have to look for that anywhere else. So that's where it starts. Knowing what your child's relation as far as the love language is concerned, how they need to be loved, so you can be that person that they come to for that specific love language. And they don't have to search anywhere else for it because they know that mommy has what they need. So today we will be talking about the spousal relationship. The 5 love languages are words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, acts of service, and receiving gifts. And I'm going to go ahead and quickly explain what each of these love languages entails so you guys can understand. Words of affirmation. Words of affirmation is something that a lot of people tend to not understand. With this person whose love language is words of affirmation, they are looking for you to tell them something. They are looking for you to tell them that they are the greatest person in the world. They are looking for you to tell them that you look at them as Superman, or they are Big Daddy, or whatever they are to you. They are looking for you to tell them. So it's just reassurance. You did a great job today. I'm so proud of you. You make me smile. They love that. That love language or words of affirmation will make somebody go out here and just do what they need to do even harder because that spouse is encouraging that man or that woman to do so. Now you also can use it in a negative intent. You can also say things to tear this person down. When you see that someone's love language is words of affirmation, it's very, very critical that you remember that and you understand that. Don't call them names. Don't belittle them. Don't say, oh, you haven't figured that out yet. You're slow. You're late. Because that will shut that person down, and then you won't be receiving the love that you need because that person is in a place where they can't even trust the person that they're with. So words of affirmation is very, very important. Quality time. Quality time is my most favorite. I love quality time. I love long walks in the park. I love to travel. I love to just play the game with my husband. Whatever it is that we are doing quality time, I love it. I love, love, love quality time. The person that has a love language of quality time expects a lot. Well, I know I do. I want the quality time. I was in a situation that you will learn later down the road. I was in a marriage and I knew that this person cannot quite fulfill my love language because I knew exactly how I wanted to be loved and how I needed to be loved. But I wouldn't say that they didn't know how. They just didn't have the ability or they didn't try. I was in a previous marriage and it's like he worked the night shift. And I knew that before I married him. But, you know, when you're going through marriage counseling, it's just like, you know, they're like, oh, it can change, it'll change. And I went into the marriage on potential. It can potentially change, but I didn't go into the marriage knowing, hey, this is the situation. The situation is he works nights. Either you take it or leave it. And I kind of wrestled with it, but I had a lot of influences that I let influence me to say, you know what, just go ahead and give it a try. Just do it. This is what God wants. This is what he wants. So, you know, it'll all work out. And I did it, but it didn't work out because this person didn't know how to balance. It would have been one thing if they could not provide the quality time, but at least when they could provide the quality time, they actually gave the quality time. But that's in another situation. That's in another story. So quality time, you have to be very, very careful because whatever person in the relationship that wants that quality time, you have to make sure you give that person that quality time, or the relationship is just nothing. You're just looking at each other like, you know, why am I here? I'm not getting love the way that I need to get love. But of course, you know, the love comes from the Father, but you're in a relationship, so you want that love from your spouse as well. So quality time, traveling, it doesn't even have to be traveling. It could be a picnic. It can be me just sitting here talking to you about your day. Quality time. Moving on to the next love language, physical touch. Physical touch is very special because you are touching this person, you are holding hands with this person, you are really physical with this person. I see people all the time and I can tell that their love language is physical touch, and it's like, oh, y'all do this all the time. I need my space. I need some space. But that's them. You know, that's what works for their relationship. But that is physical touch. But I want to pause really quick because it's like a lot of people that I encounter, I ask them what their love language is, and they're like, I don't know. And I'm like, you don't know. So you're in a relationship and you're complaining about the way that he loves you, but he's not loving you the way you need to be loved because you don't even know how you need to be loved. And it's just a whole mess. Understand what your love language is and understand what your partner's love language is. That way you guys can love each other and go higher in your relationship. So back to the surface. Acts of service is something that you are doing for someone. You're servicing someone. You may wash the dishes after dinner. You may put the clothes in the dryer. You may give this person a massage, or it's just services, doing something for them, grabbing them a bottle of wine if they had a long day, and you're just servicing them. You are providing a service to your spouse. That is a very unique love language as well. And last but not least, we have gifts. Now, in this instance, gifts is whatever you like. It can be anything. But this person is a gift person. They just like gifts. You know, you can go and work at a truck stop 900 miles from the house, but, you know, I like gifts. So as long as you're providing that love language, everything's okay in our relationship, which is to each his own once again, because some people like that. So whatever works for your relationship, work for your relationship. But I don't want you to get to a point where you are trying to settle for a love language that you are not comfortable with. If your love language is quality time, make sure this person is providing that quality time. Again, in my past situation, he could not provide the quality time, or he did not know how to balance the quality time, so he tried to change it a little bit and give me gifts. I had all the Uggs you can name. I had all types of stuff. Everything that you can name, he bought. But at the end of the day, I was like, I don't want this stuff. I don't want this stuff. I just want you. I want you. I want you to come home and just sit and watch a movie with me. But he was so concerned about, you know, ministry and doing what, you know, his church needed him to do, that he just left his marriage by the wayside. You know, it was just something that was new to him. He didn't understand. But, you know, you have to go do something drastic to even understand sometimes what your partner actually needs. But it's sad that you have to go through the process of losing someone by not understanding how they need to be loved. So I challenge you guys today to talk to your partners and say, honey, what is your love language? And I bet it will open up so many doors. It would be an amazing conversation of how they want to be loved if you have been stroking that love language. If you haven't been stroking that love language, just to build up your relationship, just to build up your marriage or whatever it is that you are in with your person. So yes, today's video was about how to enhance your current or next relationship to know how to love this person. 1 was with affirmations, words of affirmation. 2 was with quality time. 3 was with physical touch. 4 was with acts of service. And 5 was receiving gifts. Ask yourself, which one are you? Because you cannot expect someone to love you if you don't even know how to be loved on your own. The sooner you can discover your love language and the love language of your spouse is the sooner you can take your relationship to higher heights. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.